Welcome back to Unqualified and Uneducated, where we give you our unqualified and uneducated opinion on all things sports, music, basketball, anything that's really interesting. As you may or may not remember, my name's Robert. This has been a while. And you already know your boy Carl's on the other end. My brother, what is up?
Bro, you know we out here, bro. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed. You hit that intro on one take, no retakes there.
Back up,
I want to know that was the first try right there. Come on.
back off the mic. You too close. He's too excited.
I'm too ready for this, bro. I've been out for a while.
Yo, he's too hype. You should see the freaking recordings. It's like out of control.
All right. Am I good here?
It is out of control.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
This man is ready. No, honestly, if you heard, I don't know if when we play it back, you can hear I paused for like a half a second because I really did forget the intro. I was like, welcome back to Unqualified and Uneducated. What? When we give you an unqualified and uneducated opinion, I for a split half a second, I was done. I was gonna do that, but because back in the day when we first come with the intro, I would say half of it and then have to re-record.
Hell yeah.
I thought we were back in the old days where that was it. I thought we went back, but we here.
We just rolling with it, bro. We're just rolling with it out here in these streets.
We're here. So, everyone, thanks for tuning in. We know it's been a long time, and we know we promised last time that we're going to be consistent. We said we're going to be consistent, but I mean, we got lives, man. We got lives, and unfortunately for us, we got to find a consistent time to be able to record. It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro.
We gotta find a consistent time. It's just tough. Carl and I both have a lot of stuff going on, so it's been tough. It's been tough.
It's been tough, but you know what? Now with all this going on, we got time. We definitely got time, and then maybe we'll form some sort of habit, and we'll be on this again, bro. We'll be coming back at it.
That is so true. With the corona, the Rona is real.
A Rona is real. These Rona-sodes are gonna be crazy.
We got this is the Rona-sode number 1. These are the episodes that are shot during the coronavirus times. So we know everyone is at home, social distancing. You should, you should probably be social distancing from your family within the home. So we know y'all out there with nothing to listen to, nothing to do. So we are here to bring you the unqualified and educated update on how we are doing in these corona times and how you should be behaving in these corona times.
Yeah.
So Carl, it has been a minute.
I know, bruh.
I think we need to, not only are we catching the viewers up on what we've been doing, we got to catch each other up on what we've been doing.
I know, bro. We really gotta get into this, bro. We haven't been on the pod in a minute, and connecting over text is a struggle, dog.
I feel bad sometimes because you'll text and I'll read the text and want to respond, but I'm doing something, and then once I don't respond in that 2 minutes after getting that text that I read it, some other text come through and it just gets pushed to the back.
Bro, I feel that.
And then it's I will see your text 2 days later, and I'm like, yo, should I even respond to this?
I know.
It's I feel more disrespectful responding to a 2-day text than not responding at all.
Yeah, I was like, damn, did I not text back or did Robert not text back? I don't even know at this point.
And there be sometimes where I've texted you and I get no answer, and then you'll text me a day later after that on a whole different topic. I'll be like, but what about what I just texted you on? What about? I'm still in question about the last thing. You already went on to a whole different topic.
Bro, sometimes you just gotta freaking pick up, move on. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I've learned some things just aren't important anymore.
We can't be stuck out here in the past, bro.
No, I feel you. So that's why like I've never like had a I'm like if like I don't get back or you don't get back to me, like I've never felt like any type of way because I know you're busy and like sometimes my schedule can get weird and I can get busy. Um but since January, right? It was January. What's been going on? That's the last time we like really had time to kick it and hang out. I was actually in Fresno.
Yo, don't tell the people that they expect stuff out of us.
No episodes from the Fresno trip at all.
we just couldn't do it, bro. We was too busy
It
out
was
there just running the streets of Fresno. Okay, we was running the streets of Clovis. It's a little bit different,
a little different, a little more
but
peaceful.
yeah. But we was out there running the streets, so we didn't got time. Yeah, we just didn't have time. We was catching up, you know.
Of course, we were catching up, catching Pokemon.
Hella catching up.
We were catching, yeah. So we just had a lot of stuff to do. And I mean,
Damn, it's been a minute. I went hard on Pokemon Go back then.
bro, like okay, so when I was out in Fresno, Carl got me on the Pokemon Go, right? Like heavy. We were out there doing it a lot. And when I went back home, like he was doing it like strong for a minute. And then like a month ago, that fool fell off the face of the earth. This fool Carl is gone. And the crazy thing is, like because of Carl, like I got my girl into Pokemon.
Therese, bro.
Oh yeah. In case the people out there that are listening, I
Oh my
do.
bad.
I forgot all of. I forgot. It's been so long. It's been so long. People out there, I do have a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we last shot. I've been dating. We've been dating since October, so we're like on. I'm pretty much like coming into 7 months now. So we got a little skin in the game. So
I'm
shout out.
so hyped, bro. I'm so hyped for that. I
Thank
ain't gonna lie. That give me all freaking hype.
thank you, sir. Thank you. We actually met on Tinder for
Mm.
all you people out there. Tinder. Shout out to Tinder. It ain't as creepy as you think. Um, but yeah, it's been going great. We're going great right now. And but back to the story. Um, like she hit me up and then she was like, "Is Carl okay?" And I was like, I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, he hasn't sent me a gift in over 2.5 I was like, I told her, Carl, he gets busy. He's got a full schedule with students. His class schedule gets busy. He's probably got like tests he's got to prepare for and all this stuff. And she's like, oh, okay. Then week 3 went by. She was like, Shiggy still hasn't sent me a gift. And I was like, oh man, maybe I need to check up on him. Like, let's see if he still alive. Man, this fool fell off the game completely. He
I retired, bro.
like opened my gift, man. Like it's so bad that like when I started, I was like level 20 something, like 20, probably like 17. He was always like 15 levels ahead of me. Right now, I'm about to be level 31. This fool is level 33. That's how long it's been. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I just grinded too hard, and it's hard when you grind in solo dolo out here in these streets.
Mm,
It gets a little uncomfortable walking by yourself, and like I listen to music, but then I get kind of nervous that someone would come up behind me.
yeah.
So, I just had to retire from the game. But you know what? You guys got me feeling bad some sort of way. So I'll go spend a couple stops every day. Make sure you guys get your gifts from me at least.
Hey man, I appreciate it. I definitely do. And Doris will be happy.
Yeah, bro, she thought I was hurt because I didn't play Pokemon. I
She
got so much respect for her.
she was worried. She said, "Hey, is Carl okay?" And I was like, "Yeah. What you mean?" Because I remember I think we had texts prior to that, like the day before or whatever. So I knew he was cool. And then she was just like, "Yeah, he just hasn't opened a gift. He hasn't sent a gift." And I was like, "Oh snap!" So yeah, definitely do that so she doesn't think you're like dead or something like that.
It'd be a little bit harder though since we on this lockdown business. There's
Man,
not many stops around me, so I'm gonna have
that
to grind, bruh.
that is the problem living in like your neighborhood. You had to go all the way to Fresno State just to spend some stops.
Yeah, man. It'll I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, bruh.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful.
But
Okay,
oh, okay, here I'll give you the update though. I know everybody's so curious about how our lives are going.
everyone.
But I don't know what since January. Dang, it's been a minute. Uh, I don't know. Just kind of hop right back into going back to work.
Hmm.
Living that teacher life. Felt a little more comfortable. With the students and everything. Felt like I started out good, and then shit. What was tough? I had to coach robotics every single Saturday for the first semester, bro. Every single Saturday from 9 a.m. to like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. ish.
Wow.
I was at school with the robotics kids and they was building and everything, which was crazy, bro. That shit was tough.
Hmm.
Like that's my weekend. So that added some extra stress there.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know it, the day of our competition, 313, comma 314, that
Mhm.
Friday Saturday
Oh,
combo. You
oh,
know what happened, bro?
oh no!
The shutdown, bro.
Bullshit, no, no.
They shut our ass down, bro. So like all those Saturdays I gave up for nothing. But honestly, I can't complain much because I didn't do much. Like I really feel for the seniors on the robotics team because they didn't get a chance to compete in their senior year. And looking at how we're going right now with a bunch of districts around us
Hmm.
closing down for the whole year, I don't see any possibility of them getting any chance. So,
Yeah.
but like that's really how it's gone. Just my regular go to work. Nothing really new popped up in my life. Heard about the virus.
Hmm.
I think I like just like a majority of us kind of like brushed it off. Then it got kind of serious when we went to the convention center, dropped off our stuff for this robotics competition. We dropped the stuff off on Thursday, and on Friday morning we had the kids ready, literally walking out to the bus to go do this competition. They were walking or to the van. They were walking there, and then the other coach who's with me pulls up this email and he's like, "Yo, they canceled the competition. Call them back." It was literally like as they were walking to this van, and I was like, "All right, guys, like come on back. They canceled the competition." It was
That
crazy.
that is crazy. I'm the same with you. When I remember hearing about it kind of like December, I want to say December, January is like when I first heard about it.
Yeah,
But like I figure, like everybody else, I just really joking around. It's like it was a joke, just like, oh well, close the borders, stuff like
right.
that. But like for me, like I remember when it was like first documented in San Francisco. That's when I started. I was like, oh no, because like San Francisco is like really close to SAC. Um, just a couple hours away. Then it kind of the
Mhm.
crept up from SAC. Then there was like a count in Davis. And then like once in Davis is so close to Sacramento. So once it was in Davis, it was only a matter of time before it hit Sac. And now I was just like, yeah, we're in full like quarantine mode.
Yeah,
And
everyone was going around with that. Bro, we survived the swine flu. We survived this. We survived that. And I was like, huh. I mean, like that's actually kind of true. And then I was like, poof. I was like, damn, I'm an idiot, bro.
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I knew it was serious when the NBA canceled the
Oh
season.
yeah.
And it's funny because once the NBA canceled their season, everything dominoed. Everyone followed. Like it was first NBA, then school shut down, then
Mhm.
businesses that weren't essential kind of shut down. So like it was like this domino effect starting from the NBA. And you know who ruined the NBA? Freaking Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, the most hated player in the league now, bro.
I hate I don't I never liked him from the start, but I show for sure don't like him now.
Not only not only did my man disrespect it, like I mean, like go put his hands on everything, but he infected the best player on his damn team,
He
bro.
his only chance of getting deep in the playoffs. Like, come, 'cause I saw memes that said he was the best defensive player in the league.
Oh yeah, because he
'Cause
stopped the lead, bro.
he literally shut down every good player in the league. He shut down everyone. No layups now. Like he's really the best defensive player there's ever been. He's the
That is so wild, bro. Like it really was. It started with the schools, or sorry, it started with like the NBA, and I think something else shut down around the same time as the NBA that was like higher profile, and then
yeah,
it was like the schools and everything shut down. I was like, this is crazy. Like
yeah.
we really are out here, and then it started out like, oh, we'll come back on April
April
13th, I think is when we were planning to come back, and then it's like, "Nah, they pushed it back again," so
yeah, they
it's
pushed it
wild.
back. So like what I've been have you been having troubles with like shopping as far as like supplies wise?
No, we're pretty stocked up at the house, and then, my mom likes to do a lot of this, shopping where it gets dropped off at the house, so then we don't have to deal with going there, and then the stuff comes in and she, like, disinfects it and everything, so
Yeah, yeah.
not really.
Okay, because it's like depending on where you go, like it's literally like a like a hurricane hit that town. Because like all the like, and it's not it's weird because I guess in the beginning when all the toilet paper was gone, like people were upset and they're like people are panicking. People were just getting all the toilet paper. They're idiots. They don't need to take that much toilet paper. But now since we're still on like a 30 day, they added like 30 days to like this whole quarantine thing. The people that was out there buying up all the toilet paper and paper towels and like wet wipes and cleaning wipes, it wasn't such a bad idea. It was because now there's like literally nothing, and we're all just kind of just sitting here waiting for whenever there's one drop of like one cargo load dropped off at a Safeway or Walmart or a Walgreens for to get some TP.
I know it's bad, I can't believe it, like, actually came to all that, and I don't know.
You know what the craziest thing? Propane is gone.
Really?
Yeah, we last week we tried to barbecue and then my brother like he was doing some stuff, then he found out the propane was gone. We were out of propane. So I went to Rayleigh's, Walmart, Bel Air, gas stations, Home Depot, either they were shut down or they didn't have any. And apparently I didn't know this, but it turns out you can't bring a can of propane, even though it's empty, into a store.
Y that makes sense. I can see that just because you never know, bruh.
It makes a total sense. Like, I walked in and everyone acted like I had a bomb.
They said, "This motherfucker do what?"
They were like, "Whoa, whoa, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I want to buy some propane." You can't bring that in the store. Holy I was like, shit. like,
Oh, dude, you probably came in with that shit slanged over your shoulder. You came in strutting like, "What's up? I need some propane." They're like, "What the fuck?"
this fucking idiot. He tried to kill us all.
They're like, "Holy shit."
They were freaking out. When I had my little cousin with me, and she's at the age she's 12, so she's getting into that teenage age. She's like, I don't know why they're overreacting. She was like, all the sass in the world.
Yes.
She's like, they're just overreacting. I don't know why they did that. And then so after they calmed down, I went outside and like just set it down. And I went in there, I was like, can I buy some propane? They're like, we're out of propane. And I was like, what? Yeah, we don't have any. And we like walked by the propane tanks. There was like a full rack of propane tanks outside, but like they had that thing chained up and locked down.
God damn.
Like it was like it looked like something out of The Walking Dead. It just looked like it chained up, locked down, nobody getting propane. And so we proceeded to go to all the other stores, like I said, and nobody had propane. and I was just we were driving around with this propane tank, and it was like I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it at I'm just gonna leave it out front. It was a Walmart propane tank, and I just left it at Bel Air. It was just like, I don't want this no more.
Bro, you like the dude who leaves his suitcase at an airport doing some shit like that.
I was like, yeah, I just don't want it. No, because like it was next to the propane tank, like where they keep their propane tanks, and there was like 2 or 3 outside the cage. So I was like, this is common practice. Okay, this is normal.
You already know the dude whose job it is to clean up those propane tanks saw that Walmart one, he working at the Bel Air, whatever you said, and he's like, "Oh, no, oh, shit. We got a code 906."
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, bro, it's a wild time. What you been up to since that January meetup though?
Bro, like honestly, you know, honestly, like I was just working. I was working at the lumberyard and doing a little subbing. Once the Corona thing started creeping up closer and closer, like up in February, I kind of like stopped subbing.
Yeah.
I just kind of was like, because I go to like different, you know how it is, just going to different schools, and
I mean, it's a smart decision because that limits your contact with people immediately.
it's literally like if you sub every day of the week at a different school every day, it's like depending on how the class is set up, it's like 20 to 30 new students like the 5 to 6 periods a day. So you're meeting so many people. You're
Yeah.
in contact with
Yeah.
so many people. So I was just like, I'm just gonna shut it down. So I was just working at Bearco for a bit, and then Sac State closed down as well. So like I'm like as far as like research for like the
Mm.
my project that was shut down. So I wasn't doing that. And then they started downsizing at work. So like I'm not even working there anymore. So like right now, like I wasn't doing much. I was actually like, as far as like working and trying to getting ready to graduate, doing things like that was like necessary. I was actually doing a lot of stuff, but like the Rona shut everything down that I had going on.
Rona came in and said, "You ain't essential at all, motherfucker."
No, I was essential.
He said, "You weren't essential at all, bro. Get
My,
the hell out of here."
I was essential, but my job told me I wasn't essential enough. There was a level of essentiality that I just didn't have.
They said, "Essentially, you ain't essential, bro."
So I'm right now. I'm calling. I've been for the past week. I've been calling Corona threats in on Bearco. I've been seeing people going in there coughing.
You're
Sneezing.
freaking wild, bro.
I've been calling the controller Corona threats in all week. The CDC been in and out of that motherfucker all week because I want revenge. They said Bearco's essential, but you're not essential enough. And I went home.
Yeah.
I've been at home since Wednesday. I haven't not drove my car since last Wednesday. It's coming up on a week.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. Like, but I'm like so down with this whole like quarantine at home stuff. Like, I don't even care. Like, I'm chilling. Like, yeah, it sucks because you don't have human contact as much, but still, like, I'm kind of just chilling. Like, I don't mind being a homebody. So,
Yeah, like honestly, I think like it's like if you like it hasn't like yeah, like there's like I guess you want to my only like I haven't had a real big problem with it. Granted, I've only been doing it for a week right now, but like my only thing is because like I'm fine with like figuring out something to do at home. Uh,
yeah.
I've been working out outside more, like just
Yeah.
riding a bike and just going on runs and stuff. So like that, I got that there. And then the only problem is like in my mind, I'm like, oh man, I got all this free time. Let's go hiking or something, or let's go to
Mhm.
like a state park. But you can't really do that because like it's shut down. Oh, one more thing. One thing that actually did frustrate with me with this Corona thing. Um, Darice and we were planning on going to DC this week for like, visiting DC, going to check out all the museums, just checking out the town, the city,
Yeah.
and it has to offer. All that got shut down.
Oh, yeah.
That got shut down.
Wait, did you buy tickets and stuff?
Like, bro, in January,
What happens? You got the credit for those tickets now?
they got like reservation credit.
That's kind of
But,
crazy,
yeah,
bruh.
like, so I have, like, right now, because like, I put the tickets on my card. We, like so right now I have, like, $1,000 credit.
Yeah, bruh, like, imagine all the people who had trips coming up or,
Yeah,
like, scheduled for whatever time, like,
yeah,
you could have thousands of dollars just tied up and, like,
mhm,
with nothing to do with it. It's crazy, bro.
and they're not gonna give it back. They're just like,
Nah.
"Oh, well, like, too bad." And there's
They're
nothing.
like, "Use this money before a year ends."
Yeah, I'm like, now I'm like, "Yo, like, what I'm gonna do with, like, $1,000 in plane tickets?" I guess I'm just gonna be like, because it's not so much that you can't find something to do with it. It's like finding time from, like, work schedule, you
Yeah,
know? So, like, unfortunately, like, we canceled the Airbnb that we had, so we got that money back, like,
yeah,
that they
yeah.
didn't do anything crazy, so we got the money back for that. But it's just Southwest was like, "Nah, nah, that money's ours, playboy."
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like, I don't know. I think with the circumstances, everyone should be refunding. I don't care.
Yeah, I just think, like, yeah, it's just like I just feel like everything should be shut down as far as bills, and everyone's money that's tied into, like, airlines should be returned. Because, like, in my mind, like, I know airlines have to pay their employees and insurance, they have to pay a whole bunch of stuff, but, like, are these, like, airlines and business really, like, living month to month?
I know
Like
that I seen something like that. They're like I saw something like how they expect people to live like off like their measly paycheck, and like if they miss a paycheck, they don't fall behind. They should be able to support themselves for like 3 4 months.
mhm,
But then like 2 weeks, 3 weeks passes where everything's like on this shutdown idea, and
yeah,
all these huge companies are just immediately bankrupt. And I'm sure there's like legitimate reasoning to it. I just haven't looked into it because I just don't
mhm,
really care.
yeah, me neither, but, like, it's just interesting because I even saw, like a Facebook post or Instagram post, like, a comedian was talking about a Cheesecake Factory couldn't pay rent.
Good.
Like, how can you that doesn't but it doesn't make sense to me, like, how do are you not able to pay rent?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't
There's, like, a margin there's, like, if you're in the red or you're in the green or, like, all these businesses operating in the red, like, they in debt, like, then I
uh,
would understand, or if they're coming from a place of debt and they're constantly, like, the money comes in and they're using the money to buy other stuff, but they're still in debt, like, I understand that, but, like, I thought for, like, major places there, I would expect them to be operating in the green.
yeah, that's how I feel, but I don't know all the crap that goes behind.
We need to get a business major on the podcast and
Yeah.
explain that, explain the intricacies of businesses having money and being broke and getting bailed out. Yeah, getting this huge bailout, and they're only giving the people, the regular people, like $1,200.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I honestly, like, I don't know what you're supposed to do with $1,200.
I don't know, but all I know is that fool, Andrew Yang or whatever who was going for president for a little bit, his
Mhm.
idea was to roll out $1,000 a month, to people. That was part of his platform, and that shit came true as hell.
He said, "They copied my whole flow, bar for bar, word for word."
I was like, "Whoa, Andrew Yang, Yang gang, bruh."
Yeah, gang, gang. Bro, but, like that's the thing, I just, like and it's at 12 because it's, like, the thing is $1,200 is different depending on where you live. If you live in, like, some butt town in the South, like, $1,200, you might be able to live off that for a year.
Yeah.
Like, Sloppy Joe, Louisiana, or bum butt Tennessee, but, like, you live in San Francisco, somebody give you $1,200, like, that's, like, enough for a parking space.
Yeah,
Or
it's different. I don't know, maybe it's, like, the thought is since we're everyone's supposed to be prepared for the worst, like, you're supposed to have enough to keep you going for I don't know what the role is, but you're supposed to have enough to, like, keep you going for probably a couple months, I would assume. I don't really know.
oh, I'm
Uh, maybe it's just a supplement, you know? Not something that's like, "I need to depend on this $1,200."
Nah, you're supposed to depend on your job.
I know, bro, but
Like,
I think they think that everyone has a saving, like, a lot in their savings or some shit.
yeah, like I feel fortunate enough because I'm in a position where I'm like, I'm not like I like the I want the money to come in, but I have enough money that I feel that I can last on until this is like all over with.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel bad for people that are like literally counting on like a paycheck and then they like have to go to unemployment and that's like a whole thing because like I read somewhere and like it could be more people, but there's like 3 million people that are on unemployment right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is for another episode because we could go forever just talking about all this. Uh, I've seen so many things like how all these other countries going through this, and because obviously in the U.S. people are losing their jobs from it. Like
Hmm.
every other country in the world, no one's lost benefits like health benefits.
Yeah.
But in the United States, some ridiculous number, I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but some ridiculous number of people have lost like different health benefits and stuff. And I was like, God bless America.
Yeah. That can get into it. That honestly, it could get into a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Uh, so um, so we covered like what are we doing? I mean, what we've been doing. So how are you passing the time during the Corona times? Because the last two Sundays I've seen on Instagram something that you're doing called 30K 30K Sunday. Could you talk more about that? Because I'm really interested in 30K Sunday.
First, let me just give you a rundown of my basic day. All right, but on the real, I'm fortunate. I'm in a very fortunate position where I'm still getting paid because I'm under contract and I'm a teacher. So
Mhm.
technically, I am still teaching. All I had to do was like make some videos and assign problems. And it's not like it was some easy task. I put in a lot of work at the very beginning of this shutdown so then I could kind of take it a little bit easier where I just answer emails and try to help kids as much as I can. That's the work aspect of what I'm doing right now. Um and hey, good luck to all the teachers out there and especially those elementary school teachers. Oh my god. But so that's like that's a part of my day. But my casual day is just a whole shit ton of exercising. Oh, okay, not a shit ton, but I do a lot of exercising. Um and I play basketball for like hour and a half, maybe 2 hours a day. Just go out there, put up some shots because got to get my steps in. And that's where this good old 30K Sunday come in, bro.
Tell me more.
Bro, my okay, so I don't know what it was. I think I seen some YouTube video of this cat getting 100K steps in one day.
That's
100,000 steps in one day. Just absolutely insane. So then I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my Fitbit at the end of the day and some days like I probably average something like 15,000 to 25,000 steps a day right now.
mhm.
Um so I was just like, I looked at it and I was like, shit. And I looked at my mom because she got her Apple Watch on and she always hitting her step goals. I'm like, yo, ma, Sunday, 30K steps or what? No, honestly, I think it started. I was like 25K steps or what? Because I was like, we could do a fourth of what that dude did. Uh, but then on the Sunday we're like 30K. So you know what? Now, like that first Sunday, we just went out, hit a fat walk, got like 10,000 steps,
Mhm.
kind of went through our little daily routines, ended up getting 30K by like probably 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Wow.
And it just 30,000 steps. That's the goal, bro. You got to get that step goal of 30,000
Wow.
steps.
30,000 steps.
Some shit is like, I want to say like 12, 13 miles. Like
Okay.
that's what my Fitbit app says is how much we go. But it's just a little thing to keep us occupied,
Mhm.
to like just give us something to do and have a fun time with. So the first week it was kind of just me and my mom, and we kind of like threw it at my sisters, and one of them did it because I think Stephanie's playing a hell of Pokemon Go right now. So if you ain't friends with her, bro, get Doris on that. She'll get gifts from her still. But I think Stephanie did it, and then this last Sunday I started documenting more on my Instagram, like hit up that Instagram story, because I'd be out there. Did it again, posted some stuff. My mom had some motivational stuff to go. It was trash, and and we got our 30K. I think I think 4 other people did it with us, so,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
5 or 6 of us got 30K steps,
Mhm,
sent it to me. It was pretty awesome, and, oh, the main thing about my daily routine, and
mhm,
this is key to my keeping my sanity.
mhm,
Every day, we go out and we take this nice walk as a little family. Gets my dad going, my mom's, me. We just go out there, get a little mile and a half walk every day. But it's what comes after that walk. Every
yeah.
single day, I smack the hell out of my Marvin horse, bro. I just whoop her ass every single day, bro.
I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that on Instagram, and like I, I'm, I'm I mean,
And people be getting at me like, "Why you let her?" I'm like, "Hell nah. I play left-handed anyways. I so bitter, bro. She
yeah,
get one letter on me a day."
bro. I was like showing Doris the video on Instagram, and then she was like, "Oh, is he going like?" He's like, she said, "Oh, he's going hard." I was like, "Nah, you don't know her. She's a snake." I was like, "Nah, you don't know, man. You don't know. You don't know. Like, it's real out there. That's a real game. It's serious, man."
Yeah, bro. It's everyone's like, "Take it easy." I was like, "Nah, man. I go 100%."
Yeah, I was like, you don't know what she's capable of.
No, bro. She is a snake, bro. Every time she makes a shot, she celebrates like she won the damn NBA championship.
See,
When LeBron went down on the ground, started crying when he won in Cleveland. That's what my mom does after she makes a shot.
see, that's what it is. I told her, I was like, she did 30K. She's good. She don't need no sympathy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But yeah, that's just how we do it out here. Just you gotta do something to get those days to go by.
Yeah.
So on Sundays, I challenge everybody listening to this podcast, hit that 30K Sunday.
Mm,
Send me a screenshot. I'll give you some props. You won't get much like clout out
yeah.
of it, but hey, you get my respect, and that means a hell of a lot.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm gonna join. I'm pledging to get that 30K on Sunday.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna get all the damn
I'm
steps.
down, I'm down with the 30K because the thing that I've been doing now, because I live in I guess it would be called North Natomas. It's the newer stuff. There's a lot of new development. KB Homes is developing a lot of homes out in this area now. Over by the old Arco Arena or Sleep Train Arena.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a lot of development going on. And like before moving out here, I didn't notice that there are so many parks in this area. And then I thought the average size of the park was just like enough to, have like a basketball court, a jungle gym, and then some
Mhm.
parks might have a tennis court, a basketball court. There's some pretty big, nice parks out here. Some have dog parks, some have basketball courts, tennis court, volleyball courts, soccer fields, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger. So we today we were walking and we were just like walking around the neighborhood, and then we drove to this other park and we were like walking around and we found this park that is huge.
Mm.
It's so big. So I was already planning on exploring, all the other areas in this like little cult, like this community of North Natomas, this new little area. So I'm already was planning on doing that, but like getting 30K on Sunday, like I'm so down.
Bro,
Because
that
right up,
literally is exactly what happened with me and my mom, on this last 30K Sunday, bro. We went and, like, right when we like, at 7, I think it's, like yeah, at, like, 7 in the morning, we did do our little morning walk,
yeah.
and we walked probably like 5 miles, 6 miles, something like that,
Uh-huh.
and we really just, like, snaking through neighborhoods, going on these little, like, walking paths, and just like you're saying, there's so many, like, just big parks in some of these neighborhoods. I was like, "God damn!" Like,
Yeah.
I can't see the house on the other side. I was like, "This is crazy." You would never expect to see some of this stuff in your communities, just because like, well, I'm confined to this one neighborhood my whole life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool to just go out and see stuff like that.
That's
I
true.
feel that, bruh.
in to my daily routine for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. What you at daily, bro? What you
Daily
be doing?
routine, I've been waking up, getting up, and then I'll either I've started to go running in the morning, just going like a quick like 2 mile run around the neighborhood,
Yeah.
or I've or ride my bike. Um, Today I actually combined the two.
Whoa, you trying to get a little triathlon action out here?
Combined the two, and I rode my bike around like a big block of the neighborhood, and it's like starting from a street in front of my house, Club Center, and going all the way to Intercom High School, and then circling back, and then coming back home. And then there's this little bike trail by a park. It's called the Wild Rose Park. That's pretty close. It's like a quarter of a mile from my house. And they have this little, not really a huge incline, but enough incline slope that it gets a good little workout. So after I rode over there, hopped off the bike, and then started running up the incline. Did about 10 up and down, run sprint up, and slow jog down. Did some squats at the top of the hill, squats at the bottom of the hill, get some lunges going on the incline. So
Damn, bro, you putting
yeah,
in
right.
work out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna really try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this thing. Because yeah, it's just that's like a big thing for me is because they shut down the gyms, so like there's no way to get like a lift or anything going on. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep up with the cardio. Like that's a big thing in this whole like quarantine is staying. I think the most important thing is staying physically fit because that helps out with your mind so much more than you would expect. Just keeping you sane to know that because like a lot of the be going crazy in quarantine is you just have too much excess energy.
Mm,
And when you're working out and you're getting a decent workout like your 30K Sunday, like you're burning off that excess, and you're just like, okay, like I'm a little like you're more mellow. You used it because we're not at work anymore. Most of that energy was going towards like you like building lesson plans, like me trying to sell wood or
yeah,
subbing for the day. So we're using up that energy. We have a lot of leftover energy that needs to go to something.
yeah, and yeah, it's just good, and I'd rather come out this quarantine, looking like trying to come out of a cocoon looking like a butterfly,
Yeah,
like a genuine butterfly, rather than looking like that Bug's Life caterpillar coming out and
yeah,
just sprouting some tiny ass wings with a big ass body.
yeah.
So
Some of y'all coming out. Some of y'all coming out big. That.
I ain't trying to come out like I bulked up, bro. Like the quarantine 15, I ain't trying to get that, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Another thing. Just for the month of April, I have gone vegan.
Yeah, bro. What the hell?
Just for the month of April,
Hey, I
uh,
respect that, bro.
I made the mistake. I made the mistake on March 30th or March 29th. I made the mistake of watching What the Health
Oh,
on.
I haven't seen that, but
It is basically it said that cancer is caused by meat.
Jesus.
Meat is the reason why people get diabetes. It basically was just this. It was slut shaming meat. It slut shamed meat the entire show to the point where I was like, I gotta stop. I want to try this out. And one of the things they had this one lady, they had a bunch of people in there. Basically, they had diabetes and they were like taking the medicine and they weren't getting healthy. The medicine was just like, like doing what medicine does, like putting a band-aid on it.
Yeah,
So this nutrition lady or this nutritionist, they got it, or it was, I think it was a guy. I think it was a few of them. They got these individual patients to stop eating meat, and it was almost instantly that they were seeing results and losing weight. And some of like people lost diet. They didn't have diabetes anymore. Um, and then one guy, and actually a few said that the plaque in their arteries, like that plaque, went away
yeah.
when they stopped
That's
eating meat.
crazy, bro.
So like, but like if you watch it, it starts getting creepy because they're saying because they were saying about like meat is causes cancer or ramps up cancer. It's like an accelerant. and you go into like the cancer awareness websites, like they have like daily like breakfast plans, all meat based, all like eggs, steak. Get this, eat this, eat chicken, eat this.
Yeah.
It's all bad. All that processed food is bad. And this guy, he'll like call like the cancer awareness website. He'll like try to get these interviews with these people at these different like places that are telling people to eat these meat products, and they don't have an answer for him. And then he went even deeper to show who's funding these like breast cancer awareness, the research foundation, all these other, like, I don't know the names of them right now. This is unqualified and educated. I don't care. But he found out who was like sponsoring these people are sponsored by like Burger King,
God damn it.
KFC, Popeyes, all these meat based fast food companies, everything, like the farms that are pushing meat, all these fast food, all these like it's basically like if like you know like if like the lung cancer awareness group was sponsored by tobacco, and they were saying that to keep tobacco off, smoke a cigarette a day will keep cancer away. It's basically if the lung cancer awareness people were saying that, and then they're being sponsored by tobacco just so people kept buying it. So like it's like it goes into like a healthy diet. It shows like results, and then it shows like who's funding these cancer societies,
Yeah.
and it goes pretty crazy. So like I told like Doris and I were watching it, and I was just like, I'm gonna go vegan for a month, and then that was just me talking. I was just talking.
She said, bet.
Yeah, she looked at me. She said, "Really?" I I was like, "Uh oh." As soon as she said, "Really?" I was in my head. I said, "Oh fuck!" And then so I was like, "Yeah. Yeah." And then she was like, "Well, why don't we do it right now?" And I was like, "Whoa,
Bruh.
whoa, like, whoa! I need a day. I need a day. Like anytime I go on, like anytime like I go on any like the diet or something, or like intermittent fasting, or like when we were like counting calories, like I'll
Yeah.
need a day to like enjoy myself before I get into the promised land of starving myself.
Right.
So so like I had that day, and I think I started on March 30th or 31st. I started the I started the
The
vegan,
vegan, bruh.
and
Now,
I'm
hold up. Is it just the vegan diet, or are you going full on vegan life?
just vegan diet.
Because I know like people can't be using certain shampoos or
Food,
using certain like
clothes,
stuff like that because it has gelatin or whatever.
yeah, I'm going just diet right now
All
because
right, all
like
right.
I don't have the time to be looking at shit like that.
You going for the health benefits.
I'm going for the health benefits. Ethically, I'm not the most ethical vegan there is.
All right.
Uh, so um, so basically, what I did on the 30th, I bought a bunch of fruits, vegetables, like carrots, all my favorite like hand fruits that I can pop in my mouth, eat real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Lettuce and things like that, spinach, make a salad. So like basically like in the mornings, I'm not a huge breakfast person in the first place. So like I don't eat a lot of breakfast anyway. So like that was never a big issue. But I started getting hungry about like 11 o'clock. So about 11, I'll have like strawberries, carrots, some green, um, some I started popping popcorn, so I may have some popcorn as well.
Yeah, boy,
Yeah,
that's right. Gotta get
I'm
that
on
popcorn
it.
going.
You got me on it. So like I'll eat the popcorn. I got oh man, dried cranberries
Okay, yeah, they do go hard, bruh.
they go hard. So I got some dried cranberries, some
Wait,
raisins.
so what you hit for your protein? Like, because I think that's always everyone's biggest issue.
Biggest issue.
You don't have meat. How you get your protein if you can't have a chicken breast? So what you do for like to hit your protein?
My protein biggest thing comes from the beans.
Right.
Beans
That's what I always thought. It was like, yeah, just eat some freaking beans. That's
eat,
protein.
eat the beans and the nuts.
Oh yeah.
The
Beans and nuts.
beans and nuts, my friend. Beans and nuts. might be the name of this episode: beans and nuts. I eat a lot of beans and a lot of nuts, like pistachios. I don't know if that's a nut or not. It might be a seed.
Yeah, it's a nut or some shit like that. They're all the same, bro.
Yeah, but it's pistachios, cashews, peanuts. Like that's where the majority of my protein comes from. And I've tried a few of these vegan places that we have out.
The shit's pretty good, dude. It's
Yeah.
good because they put the effort into it to make it taste extra good
Mhm.
because they know people are gonna come in there like, "This some vegan shit, it's gonna taste bad," and then they hit you with the flavors, bruh.
So yeah, and I was when you come out here, I'm gonna take you to some of these places because
Yeah.
there's this place called the Burger Patch. It's vegan burgers, everything. They have like a regular burger. They have a double cheeseburger. They have a barbecue bacon burger. They have a barbecue spicy chicken sandwich. They have milkshakes. They have
That's freaking
macaroni.
crazy. All vegan?
Yeah, all vegan. They got vegan chili fries. They got all the works. Places really good, really good. And then there's another vegan spot called Vegetarian Noble, uh, pretty close to my job. All like vegan like American Chinese dishes or Asian cuisine. Really struggling. Really good stuff. Like really, really good food. We went there for the last 2 days. We went actually there 2 days in a row. They got like so. I just we kind of kept it basic. We get Thai fried rice. It has barbecue, uh, beef strips, but it's really vegan. It's like soy. It's like tofu based,
Yeah, yeah.
and it has tofu in it, and it's fried rice, and it has a little little Thai spice to it, so it's really good. And then we get like a side of meat, or not meat. I should stop saying that. Side of like the vegan meat, like it's like vegican, and then it's fire. Like it's really good. So that is I've been doing that for about a week. Going strong, still going strong. Uh, I will say what I've learned so far because it's only been like a week or so. I have learned that I don't need to eat meat every single meal of the day.
That's real, bruh.
At the very least, I don't need to wake up in the morning and have sausage, bacon, and eggs. I don't need to have like a burger for lunch, and I don't need to have steak for dinner. Like I don't. I know for a fact that I won't be vegan for the rest of my life. I probably will only be vegan this month. But like, as far as like what I'm learning from it, I'm learning that I don't feel as heavy as I did. Like my digestive system is like it's working well. Like I'm like, huh. I didn't know I could use the bathroom this much in one day. I didn't know that was possible. But I guess when you eating all vegetables and all easy to your stomach's like, wow, this is must
Chilling, bruh.
be easy to process. I'm not chewing on the animal fat in the animal all day. And no processedness in the animal fat. So this is good. Um so those are two things I've learned. I can go to the bathroom. I could take a deucer more than once a day. And it's like they're real comfortable. I don't need to eat meat 3 meals a day. So those are two things I've learned. Oh yeah, and one point of that documentary that was really interesting to me is they say that humans aren't meant to eat meat. And
Mm.
the one point that struck me is that they were like, humans don't naturally find meat appealing. Like if I took like they were like if I took like a steak and I put it in front of you, would you eat it unless it was cooked? And they were saying you don't eat raw meat, but you'll eat like carrots, strawberries.
Bro, I
Cor-
just ate some raw fish for dinner.
That's what they were saying. But like there another thing that they said, they were like, if you put like blueberries and all this fruit in a blender and blend it up, you would drink it, but you wouldn't put like a slab of meat in the blender and blend it up. You wouldn't drink that. And I was like, I wouldn't drink it because it looked disgusting. Like it's not that it was appealing or not. It looks if you put some beans in a blender and blend that up,
But
I'm not gonna drink that either.
I think this is another thing we had to do a separate epi on this because, like, don't we got freaking canines, bruh?
That's what I was saying. I mean, I guess they talk about those canines for the carrots. You gotta those canines are for carrots and cracking nuts.
Hey, but we should do another Epion like update episode because no lie, in the past like few days I've gone back onto like how we was back in college where we used MyFitnessPal.
Hey,
Back on that, bro. Back on that grind, just trying to see where I could end up after this quarantine. So I'm back
okay.
on that intermittent fasting life too, bro.
Mm.
Starting my meals at 2 o'clock,
Yep.
3 o'clock, and then just like finishing at like I guess like 8ish.
Yeah.
So have my
Yeah.
little 5-6 hour window. So
Okay. Okay. So you
we'll
get
have to have a little updates on where we're at in a few weeks, bro.
okay. No, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. So we're about 55 minutes or so in.
You know how we do it out here, bro.
You already know how we do. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember how we do. It's been so long.
Bro, if the people ain't fucking with us until the 53rd, 54th minute, is they really our people?
That's what I was saying. If y'all ain't dropping in on the episode as soon as we drop it, are y'all really our people?
That's right, bro.
Like, tell me. I want to know.
But bro, we got stuff to talk about. These Rona episodes will be coming out hot because now I know my boy Robert out of a job. You know, he got time. I got time.
Bro, I got time, bro. I'm chilling because I don't know when I'm gonna be essential again.
That's right, dude.
They said we're essential, but
You ain't
nah,
shit, homie.
you ain't essential. But you know, I'll remember that. As soon as I get off this podcast, I'm calling another Rona threat. I'm gonna have this CDC right back up in there. It's all good. I forgot to add that to my list of things I do every day. At 12 o'clock, I call in a Rona threat every day.
Yeah, but we're gonna have some content coming out the wazoo for everybody here. So y'all just gotta stay tuned, bro. We really gonna come at it. I promise you, we ain't gonna ghost you for months again. I promise you that.
We won't let it happen. We're not gonna let it happen. Not gonna let it happen. But hey, if you heard anything on this episode that actually we were just talking about our lives. You can't tell us that we unqualified or uneducated. We just talking about.
I don't know.
You can't.
We always gotta end it. We gotta cover ourselves, bro.
Okay.
We don't want people coming out of racks.
Okay, so if you
No, we would fuck them up. To be honest,
Yo,
we take anyway. I don't even care. Come at our racks. Come on, bro.
go, man. Let's go. I'm gonna end it right. So if you was listening to this episode, you heard anything that you felt was unqualified, or you felt that anything that we said was uneducated, well, you came to the right spot because this is unqualified and uneducated. This has been a great comeback episode. I'm Robert. I'm with my boy
Carl.
Oh my gosh, it's been weird. And this is Unqualified Educated. Y'all have a good night. It is, well, whenever you listen to it, have a good whatever day, night, afternoon, evening, morning session, mid-morning, morning.
Stay safe, everybody. Come on.
6 feet. Oh yeah, I gotta say this one time, because I haven't said it in a minute. Trying to get monetized. Gotta bring it back.
That's right, bro. That's right.
All right, we out.